Mastering Pareto Analysis. Pareto analysis insights are doomed to fail without effective communication. Where do the key challenges lie in interpreting and effectively communicating the insights and recommendations that emerge from the results of a Pareto analysis to relevant stakeholders, such that its implementation drives operational excellence? The key challenges in interpreting and effectively communicating the insights and recommendations that emerge from the results of a Pareto analysis to relevant stakeholders lie in several areas. Firstly, one of the primary challenges is ensuring that the insights and recommendations are accurately and meaningfully extracted from the data. This requires a deep understanding of the data itself, as well as the context in which it was collected. It is essential to identify the most critical factors contributing to the problems or opportunities identified by the Pareto analysis, and to separate them from the trivial many. A thorough understanding of the data and its limitations is crucial to avoid misinterpretation or overinterpretation of the results. A second challenge is communicating the insights and recommendations in a clear and concise manner that resonates with relevant stakeholders. This requires effective storytelling and the ability to distill complex data insights into actionable recommendations that are easy to understand and implement. Stakeholders may have varying levels of technical expertise, and it is essential to tailor the communication approach to meet their needs. Visual aids such as charts, graphs, and heat maps can be helpful in facilitating understanding, but they must be used judiciously to avoid overwhelming stakeholders with too much information. Thirdly, stakeholder buy-in and engagement are critical to the successful implementation of the insights and recommendations emerging from the Pareto analysis. It is essential to involve stakeholders in the analysis and recommendation development process to ensure that they are invested in the outcomes and committed to implementing the changes necessary to drive operational excellence. This requires strong collaboration and communication skills, as well as the ability to build trust and credibility with stakeholders. A fourth challenge is ensuring that the insights and recommendations are aligned with organizational goals and objectives. The Pareto analysis should be conducted within the broader context of organizational strategy, and the results should be used to inform and support strategic decision-making. This requires a clear understanding of the organization's vision, mission, and objectives, as well as the ability to translate the insights and recommendations into actionable steps that drive progress towards these goals. Fifthly, the implementation of the insights and recommendations emerging from the Pareto analysis must be monitored and evaluated to ensure that they are driving operational excellence. This requires the establishment of key performance indicators, KPIs, and metrics that can be used to measure progress and identify areas for further improvement. It is essential to have a clear plan for implementation, including timelines, milestones, and resource allocation, as well as a process for tracking and evaluating progress. Sixthly, the Pareto analysis should be an ongoing process, with regular reviews and updates to ensure that the insights and recommendations remain relevant and effective. This requires a culture of continuous improvement, where the organization is committed to ongoing learning and adaptation. The Pareto analysis should be used as a tool to drive this culture, by identifying areas for improvement and opportunities for innovation, and by facilitating collaboration and knowledge sharing across the organization. Lastly, the insights and recommendations emerging from the Pareto analysis should be translated into actionable steps that can be implemented at the operational level. This requires a clear understanding of the organization's processes and systems, as well as the ability to identify practical solutions that can be implemented in the short term. This may involve working with cross-functional teams, including operational leaders, subject matter experts, and frontline employees, to develop and implement solutions that drive operational excellence. In summary, the key challenges in interpreting and effectively communicating the insights and recommendations that emerge from the results of a Pareto analysis to relevant stakeholders lie in ensuring accurate and meaningful extraction of insights, effective communication of recommendations, stakeholder buy-in and engagement, alignment with organizational goals and objectives, monitoring and evaluation of implementation, ongoing review and update, and translation into actionable steps that drive operational excellence.